Alright, welcome back guys. About your first time here, I'm Vision Hero Born out here, bringing you guys to another video. Taking you guys my review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 Episode 3, Cindy Hawkins. Now Fear the Walking Dead, so I'm sure instant, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon, then you're missing more Walking Dead content from me, moving forward. Now let's begin. So yeah guys, like I said, we got our new episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 7 Episode 3, Cindy Hawkins. Now this is mainly a John, JD, and June centric episode. And if I'm going to be honest, I think this is probably one of the weakest ones so far out of the three. I like JD. June's fine. But it just felt like this was just kind of a tedious episode of just kind of the same thing going on. It just felt very... I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but it just didn't feel like it was that engaging. Because you just saw him going for the same... role and activity. It kind of reminded me, if you ever watched the show Mr. Mercedes, it kind of reminded me of that opening of each episode, but they did it so many times here that it just kind of got annoying. And I don't know, I like the fact that they had the conclusion with JD and Teddy's story. That was fine, I like that. But I wish they had done something more here. I think the biggest issue I have is the fact that they were restricted to the bunker in this episode. So they weren't really able to do much. Whereas with Strand, they actually went out and explored. Same thing with Morgan. Whereas here, they were just stuck in the bunker. So I feel like that just hurt the episode a lot. And it just wasn't as engaging as I feel like it could have been or should have been. So that's kind of where I'm at with this episode. It was just in one area. Yes, there were other rooms within the bunker, but it just didn't feel like it went anywhere. It just felt like it was contained. And I'm not saying that's a bad fit. It just felt very slow paced, very kind of it just kind of felt deja vu-ish half the time. But like I said, we got JD finding conclusion with with his role with Teddy, as he found out that this bunker was also his place where he killed his victims. And he realized that this is, I guess he realized that this is one of the places where this is his opportunity to help bring closure to one of these victims, Cindy Hawkins, and he's, using this time here as, a way to try to bring closure to that girl and try to figure out, what happened to her. They were never able to recover her body, so he's trying to figure out where she is or what happened to her. So I really like that. It was definitely nice to see JD actually put his cop skills into work here. Again, I just wish it was done in more, not a restricted area in this restrictive way here. But you got that going on, and you got it's mainly him. June is more of a supporting character, which I like. I like the fact that they focus more on JD. He appeared later on in the season in season 6, so I'm glad we focus more on him right away. But he begins to think that he can go out and find her in the radioactive area. So he goes out to try to look for her, but he doesn't get far. He does find and put down Dakota, which is fine. It's a weird though, because didn't she get burned or charred alive? So that doesn't really make sense. I'm kind of willing to overlook that in a way. Not a huge issue, but it definitely is something that's what happened. But he doesn't really get far. He ends up having an encounter with the stalkers, and he nearly doesn't make it out there alive. June saves him and brings him back inside. Now, he also begins having hallucinations about Cindy Hawkins, which I really liked. I really like how they did that. That was something cool. And you get to you find out later from June that John is having these hallucinations because he's going through I think it's alcohol withdrawal, because he's an alcoholic and they ran out of alcohol in the bunker a while back. So he's going for that. And so she's telling him, look, I can help you. There's stuff in here for me to get you through the worst of it. But he doesn't want to. He wants to focus just on finding and figuring out what happened to Cindy Hawkins. Which I like that, but at the same time I feel like, yeah, you should listen to her. But I get where he's coming from. It's not a huge issue here. But he continues to go on with this. He ends up going back out there later on. June tries to talk him out of it, but he goes out there, confronts the stalkers, because they've been up they've been up top of the bunker trying to break in because they saw him, know he's in down there, and they're trying to find him and get into the bunker. Now, here again, he doesn't get very far, but he's able to eliminate the stalkers and save June from a stalker who actually made it into the bunker. And they end up finding afterwards the Cindy Hawkins buried within the wall of the bunker, bringing closure to JD's story, which I really liked. I really like how they did bring that closure to JD rather than kind of dragging it out a bit. That works very well for the character and very well done here, especially given the episode and how it's connected to Teddy in a way. But then, like I said, you got the two of them who end up being rescued by Strand at the end of the episode. And you got JD who wakes up in one of the rooms of June. He wants to know what happened, and he was reintroduced to Strand here, and Strand welcomes them there. JD doesn't want to be there due to what he did to Morgan, but June says, "Look, we should stay. This is the best place for us. You're in no condition to leave." But he still wants to leave. But Victor tells him, he wants to have JD help him find out what happened to the stalkers. But again, JD declines, and Victor leaves, and you got JD and June who look out and notice that there's the giant wall of walkers outside, and that there's really no way of really escaping this place, much to their shock. Well, at the same time, you also got Morgan who arrives at their bunker only to find it abandoned, and ends up getting radioed by Strand telling him, I saved them. I'm going to rebuild the world the way you couldn't. Similar to what we saw in the trailer, and that's pretty much where it ends here with the two of them having that face down with the walkies. Again, I have an issue with this episode because it was okay, but it just needed more. If I had to give this episode a grade, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. I'm being very generous here because I do think there was definitely good stuff here, but just really, I wish it would have traveled more outside of just a bunker, which I know they couldn't do, but I just feel like it could have been better. But 7 out of 10. But let me know your thoughts and opinions about the episode in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, that's my review for Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 3, Cindy Hawkins. As always, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon. Don't miss some more Fear the Walking Dead content from me moving forward. And go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is linked in that section on my YouTube channel. As always, been Vision Hero Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.